So a video y'all have been waiting on for quite some time now is the B&T APC9 Pro. What's going on, guys? I hope all y'all doing great. So a gun that I've had for a little bit of time now, and this certain gun, the APC9 Pro, was a gun that I was dying to have. It was up there in the top 5 of my list that I wanted to get, and when I got it, I have shot this thing many of times, suppressed and unsuppressed, and I could have made a video a while back, but I wanted to make sure I had enough rounds for the APC9 Pro before I made an honest, in-depth review. I am sitting not a crazy amount of rounds. I'm sitting around the 2200 range. I think I lost track after like 2000, but a couple more back to that. So about the 2200 range of rounds through the APC9 Pro. Guys, this gun, whenever I make a video, usually I try to stay middle throughout, whether I love it, whether I hate it. I try to be very, not overhyped, but not shit, like the MCX video, for instance. I did not straight up saying, F this gun. No, y'all heard about what my experience was with that gun. So don't think I'm overhyping this, don't think I'm gonna bash this. But before we get into the specs, the shooting little clips coming up here and there and everything, right now, y'all saw my collection. Most of y'all have. Right now, out of my collection, this is in the top 3 by far. Let's get into why. So going on down, like I said, APC9 Pro, no, this is not the K version. A lot of people I know get the K version of this gun. I, for instance, did not want the shorter barrel, and that's the only thing the difference is the shorter barrel. I think it's a 4.5 inch barrel. Well, this is a 7 or 8. I can't remember anymore, but this gun has been great. We'll go on real quick what I've done to it, and then the pros, cons, like always. You'll see the shooting clips, this and that. So what do I have on mine right now? Let's go over the sling real quick. This is actually the sling that came in the box. Comes in this nice little, y'all saw the overview. Nice little, it's like a little small briefcase. Take like a Glock box about 5 times bigger and thicker. But it came with this little 1-point sling. You see the lanyard loop there. Guys, I was honestly going to get another sling, but after trying this the first time, and I just kept using it, I'll get another one, This little cheap, flimsy sling is actually grown on me, so I'm not going to upgrade that piece of kit if I do not need to spend the money. I can buy more ammo, training, whatever. So, like I said, that said on here, I did SBR this, so this is the APC9 stock, the B&T stock. I was going to get the telescoping one, but like with most of my ARs, whenever I'm adjusting the stock or the brace on it, whatever, I just noticed that I leave it on one certain length and I go with it. So after messing with my buddies that have the exact same setup, I like the position of this stock. It just fits perfect. I don't have to do no adjustments, and this was better for a bag. So I left this stock on here and did not do the telescoping stock. They're awesome looking, don't get me wrong. This just right here, I like the look of it, and it works for me. Guys, find what works for you and stay with it. I left the grip here. I personally like the APC9 grip. I know some people do not like it, but I do. Only other thing I did was, you see here, this is one of those HB Industries. If y'all can see that, their selector, because basically it was this, a little bit bigger on both sides. And to be honest, I did it just because what I saw on YouTube. Some people complained throwing this safety, engaging the safety on and off, was digging their finger. To be honest, I didn't even know if it did or not. I took this thing off when I first got it, bought this when I first had it, put it on, but some people said it dug into their finger if you're a righty, but I didn't know because I already put it on here. Next, I put a mod light. This is the PLH V2 18350. I love mod lights, my favorite lights out there. I do love Surefire, I just like mod light better. I mean, it's unloaded, chill out, but, and then I put a mod button on here, and then other thing was I did an Aimpoint Acro, and yes, this is the P1. I do not have the new version yet on a ScalarWorks mount. Other than that, and then I just got a B&T mag coupler. Now, when I bought this APC9 Pro, they had this one, and they had the Glock, the one that takes Glock mags. I do not like the one that takes Glock mags. I've had an AR9 before. I'm about to get a Vector. I like Glock mags, and I have a shit ton of them, but I just like these translucent mags. Some people said they're great, some said they're not. I see people get the base pads in them, make it bulkier when they fall, and I see some people just put electrical tape around it, which I'll probably do. I've not dropped a lot of these yet, so I cannot say if they hold up or break, but all of mine will probably just have electrical tape. I'm not doing the bumpers on it. I just think right now it's a waste of money when you can wrap electrical tape. So that's everything I've done to my APC9 Pro. So getting away what's all on the gun and hyping this video up so much with a lot of you guys say I will, let's go into how it shoots. Well, going back to being a top 3 favorite guns out of the 2019, 2021, whatever it is that I own, this is in my top 3. Going into my top 3, what was this gun's purpose? I'm always usually about buying a gun for a purpose. Y'all just saw the Glil video. That was not for purpose. That was just kind of a walk into the store, look around, oh, that looked cool, how much? Okay, sure, I'll take it. That's one of those, and I don't like doing that, so yes, I have the Galil, but I'm more about what I'm going to be doing use for, and mostly my stuff is CQB training, whether it be at work or whether it be just at the range. I like doing close quarter stuff. That's where I really don't see me doing a lot of precision shooting, which I want to get into more and more. But my lane is 3 hours away, and I cannot always drive there. I use the lane y'all see in the videos. So like I said, close quarter combat, I wanted this because I wanted a designated bag gun, which was my Mark 18, and like a truck gun, which was my Mark 18 and my 3-round blackout. Now it's kind of the Galil or this. But this, if I'm about to go, say, to the gym, to the grocery store, hell, just out and about for 30 minutes to an hour, there's a lot of times this is not even in my bag. I literally grab this gun with the coupler in it, and I have an extra mag, a 30-round mag in my car, so I have 90 rounds, well, whatever 28 times 3 is, because I don't run 30 rounds in a mag. I just don't do it with the springs. So I tell you, I have 3 mags with me, 2 all times right here, 1 in my truck at all times. There's literally times I'll grab this, throw it in my secret spot in my truck that no one can get to, even if they break in, and go from there. Just stick it in there, shove it in the safe, I'm out. So this is like my new, not really new, but this is my go-to, I don't want to say rifle, because this is a 9mm, but this is something when I'm going to the gym, anywhere, this is like the first thing I grab over my on-body EDC pistol, so my 365 or Shadow. I grab this a lot of times when I have my pistol with me, if I'm just doing something real quick. So it's usually this. And another thing, this stays on it. Y'all will see the review on this next week. I have this thing suppressed, like every time I shoot this now is always suppressed. This is just a Dead Air Wolfman. Yes, this is the smaller conversion. I can make it a little bit quieter and put the extension on, but it usually stays like this. On to the pros and cons. The biggest con that I will say, and probably the only con I will say, and I'm not paid by B&T. I'm a very small YouTuber. So guys, all these companies I say, I'm not sponsored, affiliate at all, and I paid for everything on this gun. So if I'm buying it, I'm not going to butter it up. I'm buying it and I wanted it, and if I say it's good in my opinion. Only con I have to say about this, but quality is going to be more expensive in price. Was the price, because everything set up on this was not cheap. I think these go for, I don't remember what I paid for mine, but I think they're around 25, I believe. I cannot remember, give or take. But it's not terrible. I know some people say you can buy an Evo for $800-900. You can get Vectors for $1,200. They have the GHM9, the Grasshopper, whatever it's called. They had that for like $1,500, $1,600. I think it's $1,000 cheaper. They have this for around $25. It's worth it, guys. I'm telling you, if anybody owns an APC9 here watching this, you guys know it's worth it. I've not seen a bad review on APC9. And I said most people I know have the Ks. I like a little bit longer barrel, just a little bit more to reach out with, and it still fits pretty easy in my bag. So let's go over pros. Out of the sub guns I have or I've had, the only other one I have in here now is I have, say, MCXs like the Cane Break and stuff like that, the Galil. That's not really in that. I'm talking about 9mm PCCs. This, I still have my MPX, and I do not have my AR9 anymore, my CMG Banshee. My MPX is one of my favorite guns I've ever owned. Is my first PCC gun, is a gun where my fiance never shot a gun before in her life, or anybody's have never shot a gun. I always hand them the MPX over a handgun or an AR, anything. Shoots a pistol round and it does not have any recoil, and it shoots like a rifle. So I give them that. It's just a good learner gun, but also it's an MPX. It's going to last. That gun has more rounds than anything besides 19X. But out of every PCC I've ever had, and I love my MPX, that was like my first child for PCCs. This right here takes the cake, guys. This thing is an absolute beast, and that's what I say going about the cons. You're paying for what you get. So buy once, cry once. That saying y'all have all heard. B&T makes high quality products. Now, some people say, what is the APC9? Basically, it's an advanced police carbine, and it is a Swiss-made gun. A lot of law enforcement agencies I have seen all over the world do use these, and there's a lot of them full auto. I've actually shot a full auto K version, and once my FFLSOT gets completed, this one will actually have a fun switch on it, so that'll be fun. It still shoots great though in semi. Like I said, a lot of law enforcement agencies use these. I'm not trying to be biased because I am in law enforcement, but I always say if the military, say law enforcement uses it, they're obviously going to have more of a chance of losing their life in a gunfight than say an average civilian. Not trying to be biased, guys, that's just kind of how I see things though. And I might not be, like I said, I'm not going to be a cop forever, but that's how I look at it though. So if our U.S. military is going to use it, or any law enforcement agencies, and there's people, so not the United States, but all over the world using these right now, you would think it has to mean something and it'd be good. That's just me, but like I said, it ain't cheap, but it's well worth every penny. Let's go over the trigger. I've not done anything in the trigger. This is still a stock trigger, and this has been out of the box stock trigger, a great trigger. A little bit of a wall and take up right there. You'll feel it, very positive. So basically, as soon as you get down on that wall, there's no creep at all. It is a smooth break. Trigger's great. Everything else is great. The only thing I have noticed that might be different than when I shoot this light just from holding it right now, going back to a con I did not catch y'all earlier with, I love the grip, but I've noticed though, just holding this, or even when I shot it a lot, multiple times, this little piece in the gun, and I don't shoot with gloves on a lot, which I need to because I sweat a lot, that little piece right in here, whenever you're gripping it, my hand always has a blister. Even from holding it now, you can see it'll have a blister, it'll start bleeding off the skin, whatever. I have noticed that whenever I start shooting it a lot, and like I said, just from holding it right now. So let's go over any malfunctions. I have shot from Federal, Blazer. I stay away from Winchester White Box now just because I've had a lot of issues in multiple guns, whether it be a PCC, MPX, a VP9, a Glock. I've had problems with that, so I stay away from Winchester White Box. But Federal, American Eagle, Blazer, and some remanufactured ammo from other companies like Stanley Armory, Defender, Southern Munitions. I've shot all that, suppressed and unsuppressed, from 115 grain up to 147. No malfunctions at all. I've only cleaned this gun one time, and there's a lot of people I see in here, if you would clean your shit, it would work. Guys, the only issue I had with the video was the MCX, which right out of the box, cleaned or not cleaned, it didn't even work. And then I finally got it working because it was something other than cleaning. And then the MPX, because I shot that shit until like 9,000 rounds until I even cleaned it. But I've only cleaned this thing once right now, and I'm about 2,200 rounds into it. I'm not one of the guys that shoot, and it's not, if you are, it's totally fine, but I do not shoot every range session, whether it be 50 rounds to 5 to 7, 800 rounds. I don't clean it every time. Usually I clean mine every 1,000, 2,000 rounds. Basically, it's just whenever I'm messing around the gun, I'm like, damn, it's kind of dirty. I might need to clean it, or if I have a malfunction, but I'm not a stickler on cleaning it every couple hundred rounds. If you guys do that, it's fine. Obviously, it's going to last probably more than mine will. I'm just a person, I'm going to use my stuff, and I will clean it as I needed to clean this. Like I said, 2,200 rounds. I might clean it another 1,000 rounds. So guys, this is my first B&T firearm. I'm hoping to get the AP223, APC223, whatever it's called, soon. It's some 300 blackouts. I want to get more B&T products because right now this gun is absolutely phenomenal. And that's why it goes with me pretty much anywhere and everywhere right now. But guys, that was just my take on the APC9 Pro for you guys. If you could like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to me already. And also hit that bell notification down below, guys. I'll leave a link to my Patreon account down in the link below if you want to help support the channel just a little bit more, but you don't have to. And also throw a link to my Instagram account down below, because with Instagram saw this first before YouTube did months ago. But guys, I do appreciate it, and as always, y'all have a good one.